Hey guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be messing around with Steve's carts. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so welcome back. Today we're going to be doing quite a few things. One, we're going to get ourselves a steady supply of charcoal, hopefully, by the end of the episode, using Steve's carts, as I said in the intro. But before we do that, we need to get some stuff to be able to clear out some nice grass. And I would just like to make a simple Horn of the Wild. It requires a pasture seed, and that's really simple to make. We just need a piece of grass, which we have so much grass. Let's get a piece of grass here. Right there. And throw that in the mana pool. Bam, we have ourselves a pasture seed. And we should be able to use this pasture seed to make ourselves a Horn of the Wild. Oh wait, we need living wood. So, let's see. Log never worked for some reason. So let me turn this off. I'm very low on coal. Let's just put it that way. Very, very low. I should be more like desperately low. Because I mean I really need coal before I can really do anything. And like this guy is finding coal, but it all depends on where I'm at. Like right here, it's probably not going to find any coal because I've probably stripped a lot of the coal out from the bottom here. But yeah, we're going to move on, and we can probably start working on some Steve cart stuff. Let's go ahead and get our Steve cart. All right, so with Steve's carts, we're going to use this to make a tree farm, and it's not too hard to do. Does require a little bit of materials, but I think we can handle it. We're going to need a cart assembler, which requires 2 of these. We're actually going to need a bunch of these guys, but for now we'll just stick with that. And bam, we have a cart assembler. Alright, we can place this anywhere. I'm going to place it right here for right now. Doesn't really require anything special at the moment, but we're going to need to make a few things. One, we're going to need a woodcutter, woodcutter. Looks like we have a couple different ones, actually. Let's go back. Wood cutting core. That's what we need. Alright, so these require wood cutting cores. I think we'll go with this one if we can. Reinforced steel. I don't think we can. I think we'll be good with these. I don't know. Let's see. What's this require? How do you get this? Oh boy, that's... Alright, yeah. So yeah, we'll stick with the hardened woodcutter, regular one. Or basic woodcutter. That's probably the one that we need. Basic woodcutter. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that. I think we need a lot of them for later on. I don't know where the basic woodcutter's actually... Here it is. We'll go ahead and make these. We need 5 of those. And we need to make the core. Just like that. And we should have enough saplings. Perfect. Bam, we have a wood cutting core. Okay. This is done. Let's go ahead and worry about these real quick. Pretty sure I have an axe on me somewhere. But I only need a bit of this. And then we can really worry about Steve's carts, because that's really what I'm worried about. Let's see. Bam, we have ourselves a Horn of the Wild. And this, we're going to use this to clear out a section, probably over here. So we have a nice little clear area. Probably over in this area over here. By gosh, that is really loud. And laggy, but that does a really good job. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of items coming from that. Let's just pick them up so they don't generate even more lag. Yes, perfect. Okay, and yeah, I'm going to head back, and we're going to start working on Steve Cart stuff. Alright, so some other things that we're going to need within Steve's carts is we're going to need a regular cart. From my experience, just the standard cart works just fine. If I can find it. Where are my carts? There they are. The regular hull. We need 2 of those. And that should be just fine. We don't need a reinforced one because we're not mining or nothing like that. We're worrying about lava. We also need, since we have the woodcutter, we need 2 engines. Being that we need a regular coal engine. Where's my engines at? There they are. We need this engine. So looks like 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we need 4 pistons. We're actually out of iron. Well, that's interesting. Hopefully we have enough iron to complete this section. Because I really want to get this guy up and running. Oh, good. We got a lot of iron in that. That should all work itself nicely. Keep some coal in here just to make sure. Actually, let's leave that on. I don't know why I turned it off. Okay. So we're just waiting on iron, correct? We'll take our copper. That seems to go really fast. But I guess since we have the 2, we can go ahead and make the Steve Cart thing. Make our first engine. Which requires iron that we don't have. Alright, anything else? We can make the chest, side chests. Okay. We need a bunch of these. I think 2 of them is what makes the whole thing. Four of those. And that should give us enough, no? And then hopefully have enough. Yes, okay. Don't have enough there. So the side chest is pretty much ready to go. Fertilizer? Can we make a fertilizer? Do we have glass bottles? Probably not. We don't have any glass. We totally have glass. Okay, so we have glass bottles. And everything else should fall in place. We need an advanced smelter. This is going to require some more iron. So really we're just waiting on the iron to smelt up. Alright, so hopefully that I have enough iron to kind of get us started even, or get us going even further. We're going to need a regular smelter. So we'll go ahead and grab that. Let's get ourselves the plain old smelter. I think I have another one of those. And then we need to turn that into advanced smelter. And I probably need to make more of these. And bam, we have our advanced smelter. Okay, so we have our cart, our basic woodcutter, our advanced smelter. We need to get our engines. There's our coal engine. We also need a solar engine. And this guy is a little bit more expensive. So as you can see, it's going to require a few more of these guys. Just to get this middle section. And then we need the panels. We need 4 of these. And then 2 more pistons. And then we have our solar engine. Okay. So that'll keep it running during the day. This will keep it running at night. Alright, and I think we have just about everything. We have our cart. We have our woodcutter. Advanced smelter. 2 engines. I think... Oh, fertilizer. Let's see, can we make this guy? Yes, we can. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw this over here to get this started. We need our cart. cart. Whoa. That UI is really messed up. Okay. So we have our cart. Let's put our engines in here. The UI is really messed up. Alright, 2 engines. Our tool will go in here. And you get this nice little representation of that. Attachments would be fertilizer. Oh, we didn't make our storage. Let's go ahead and make our storage. I think it's actually side chests. Yes, side chest. We just needed to make this piece. And then we were able to make the side chest. Okay. And then we'll take the side chest and put that in storage. And then add-ons will be our advanced smelter. And it's going to take us 30 minutes to get this guy set up. So we'll go ahead and do that. First we need to get some coal in this guy. And I guess I'll steal from over here. These guys are kind of running low on themselves. I'll probably have to go find more coal. But I can start the assembly. Right here it says process left. 30 minutes. 30 real-time minutes as well. So I'll keep an eye out on that. I'll probably go chop some wood down. Hopefully I can get some more coal. But I'll be right back whenever things are about ready to go. Alright guys, so my cart is now done. That took an awful long 30 minutes, so I got myself a quick little nap. Anyways, got our cart ready. I went ahead and grabbed my saplings. We got some coal on us. That should be just about everything we need to get started over here. Also, I went ahead and made some rails. So just regular rails, and then you're going to need an advanced detector rail. This guy right here. It's really simple to make. It just is part of this mod that tells this cargo manager what to do. And this guy has an inventory in it, and this cargo manager is kind of expensive to make. A lot of iron. If I can pull up the cargo manager. There we go. Yeah, a lot of iron. So each one of these requires an iron piece, and you need a bunch of them. So yeah, this guy should work. If we place this guy down, let me get a hold of it before it starts going anywhere. Let's set our coal engine here. The UI on this is jacked up as well. We'll set it to medium. Oh man. I should be able to... Can I turn these off? There we go. Let's disable them for right now. Alright, so it does have power. We need to give it some fuel. So I'll put this fuel in here. Alright, and then we'll take our saplings and we should be able to put them over here. There we go. And everything else should go in this. Alright, we're going to set this to... Where's it at? It's one of these. Change the output location to engine. And we'll set this to, let's see, current mode, no upper limit. We'll set that to, and we'll put logs in here. It'll make charcoal. And we'll set that to make sure that there is at least 32 coal inside here. And we should be just about ready to go. Let's set this guy to medium, and this guy to high. And it should do its thing. It should, hopefully. I can also go get some bone meal. Let's go get some bone meal. I don't know if I have that much to give this thing, but it does have fertilizer thing on it, so it will try to bone meal the plants, but we have to give it some bone meal. So we have 50 bone meal. That'll be enough to get started, I guess. Let's fly all the way back over here. Maybe we can catch this thing. Throw the bone meal in there. And it's going to turn it to liquid fertilizer. And it's going to start bone milling these things whenever it runs out of saplings. There we go. And it's already starting to work. And what it should do is it should collect everything inside here, put the saplings here, all of our other stuff, and then it's going to drop it off when it gets down over here. As soon as it does. It's already doing an awesome job at automating this. Alright, it should deposit everything in its standard inventory. And I should be able to take the regular fuel out. I hope, if I can catch it. Okay, it stopped. Let's take this out. Doesn't look like it's turning stuff into charcoal. I might need to fix that. Change output to... Let's see if I can't stop this thing for a minute. There we go. Disable it for a second. Alright, so this guy should be making charcoal. Okay. Limit stocked items. No, it should be under engine. No upper limit. Limit stocked items. It should. Yeah, it should be smelting, but I guess it's not smelting. Limit stocked items. I mean, we could shift click to change by 10. Control click to change by 64. We can try 64. But I still don't think that this is right. Oh, I see. It's fueling. Okay, so it hasn't reached the fuel threshold, I'm guessing? Maybe it has. It just hasn't... It's just not showing up yet. I don't know. Let's go ahead and just run it off of this for now. I need to change that priority to medium, so that way when this runs out, it'll go to that. But for now, it looks like it's working like it's kind of supposed to. When it collects more logs than it has room for, like in the smelter, even though it's not smelting into charcoal, like it's supposed to. It should drop everything off that it has in its inventory. Alright, so it's probably best to show you guys this now after it's kind of done run its course. I was up there working on some other things. And if you look in here, we've got our 1 wood, but that's because it was running at night. Now that it's daytime, it should collect quite a bit. This has to fill up, and this right here has to fill up, and then we start gaining logs. Now, we're going to turn these logs into charcoal. That's like the main use I'm going to use them for. But as you can see, it hasn't even got a chance to unload yet. It just takes so long for it to go around because it's got to chop down all these trees, and they just grow so fast that it's just having a hard time keeping up. But it's still, by the time it gets a full rotation around, its entire buffer should be pretty much full if things go as planned, and then this guy should unload. I didn't exactly show you guys what I did here, but if you click on these guys right here, you can actually change these numbers here and just set this to blacklist or not work. There should be a section here, right here, where you can just empty this. But of course it does have a bug where it'll all pop back up. But you want all these to be black, and then you want this one to be whatever color is on the side facing the detector rail, and then set that to storage slots. So whatever goes in the storage would be dumped over here. And that's pretty much it for this. Now we are going to have items exporting off of the green side. So what you can say is, I want this to be green, And then we can have from cart, or I think we can just pull straight from the inventory with it being empty like that, if I'm not mistaken. But we're going to go ahead and get a few of these item ducts made, so we can start pulling items out. Now, item ducts are pretty neat. They do require some special material called hardened glass. So we'll do one of these, and this is going to give us some pulverized iron and some pulverized obsidian. That's going to give us some stuff that we need. We look, it should give us hardened glass, and now we take the hardened glass. We'll take that over here, and we'll make ourselves an item duct. Where's it at? Item duct. And this will give us 6 of them, but I'm going to go ahead and make 12. Just because I can use them later. And then we're also going to need a servo. I think just the regular servo will be plenty for right now. I'm going to need this. Let's see, how many servos do I need? This extracts items. And then a filter. And then we'll see how this works, because I'm going to pull certain items out. Let's get furnaces. 2 furnaces, I'm sure is going to be fine. Let's do 4 furnaces just to be on the safe side, and then a crate or storage crate. Oh, we're out of wood. How convenient. There we go. Okay. And then get our storage crate. Kind of a pain, but well. Alright, and hopefully, I mean, we can set up one just to make sure everything's working right. But hopefully this thing pulls items out like I'm thinking it's going to. We can set our storage right here. And I think we're actually going to need another servo now that I'm thinking about it. Probably more servos. But we can at least get things started. What I can do is I can place a rail down. That'll lift it off the ground. And we can place 3, that looks okay. Take our item ducts. Hopefully these will pull. And we're going to have these going into the back. And into the tops. So this should, in theory, fill both slots with the wood. Now, I need to take wood, take our servo and our filter. Okay, it already has a filter slot. And we set this to whitelist, so it only pulls that out. And I'm wondering, do I have to set this side to green to be able to pull items out? Or can it be pulled out of the top? I don't know. Let's try pulling out of the top. Because honestly, it's not pulling anything out. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure that it's just because I need to set this to ignored. But it's whitelist. And there it goes. Now it's pulling the items out. So it's going to pull 8 at a time. I do like being able to see the items. So yeah, it's going to pull 8 at a time. These guys are going to slowly fill up, unfortunately. But then we need to take this down here and we need to get those working. So I guess I'm going to need to make how many more servos? I only have 3 atom ducts, but that's exactly how many I need. Let's take this, and I'm going to have to make, I guess, servos for each one. I need a regular servo. There's probably an easier way to do this, and because they're probably like yelling at your monitor. But you learn. I like hearing what you guys have to say, so definitely let me know. Don't let me be ignorant. Alright. So then we should be able to pipe these out of the bottom. If my vanilla is correct. Do that here. And then set that to ignore. Ignore. And set this one to ignore as well. And look, it's already making charcoal. Let's see, does it pull it out? Yes, it does. And it's in our chest. Okay. So this is pretty much automating. I do need to make sure that our claimed chunks is covering this area, which it's not. I love how that looks like an arrow with the water there. But yeah, this guy is doing a pretty good job, I must say. It's filling these up. It's going to fill, of course, this one up, but I don't know if it's going to overflow anything. I don't know, it might. It might use all 3. But it looks like it is struggling to chop all this stuff down. It is going to keep this full of charcoal, so I don't think I have to worry about it. I'll just let it run. And we're going to have charcoal for days doing this thing. So yeah, I shouldn't have to worry about charcoal, hopefully, for the rest of the playthrough now that I have this up and running. So yeah, this is pretty cool. This has actually been a nice episode. I'm kind of surprised. I've never used Steve carts like this before. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Well, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.